This episode is sponsored by Supreme of the UK. Click the link in the description and support the broadcast.
But what's happening in today's world is when somebody doesn't agree, it almost becomes an attack. So if me and you have a conversation, but if you put a glass down and I say the glass half full and you say no, the glass is half empty, we both are looking at it from our perspective. Depending on where you're at in or what you've been through in life, the glass may look half empty to you. Depending on where I'm at and what I've been through in my life, the glass may look half full to me.
Yeah.
Now, what is missing in today's world is we're not being able to look and say, you know what, no, but the glass half empty for you is half full for me. Respect. That's what it is for you. That's what it is for me. Let's agree to disagree and move on. What's happening in today's world is when a person don't agree, it then becomes, well, you're saying you're saying it's half full. Well, you're wrong. You're this, you're that, you're this. And then it becomes a heated argument. And that's what I seen happen on the Piers Morgan thing. Like, both of them had valid points, but because one side has to always be right, that's where we get miscommunication, and that is something that has to change. Like, we're in a time now where it's like, yo, I believe the world is this way, and I'm gonna go on a journey of pushing my ideology, and anyone who don't agree with that, I'm going to attack them. We have to get over that, and we will get over it as people, and we'll look back and say, damn. Because remember, there was a time, Noble, where a man said, no matter what anyone believes now, there was a time where a man said, yo, this thing's round, you know, this earth. Nah. He was called all kind of thing. He said, nah, this thing's round. Nah. He came with reason, laid it out. No matter what no one wants to believe, let's just stick to the mainstream narrative.
Yeah.
He laid it out. Whatever scientific things he presented. Now, I'm saying years down the line, if he didn't stand on his square, he wouldn't have got the credit for being that person. If he would have just said, oh, damn, you lot are right, it's flat. Eventually when someone found out it's round, they would have got the accolades for that.
Yes.
So I'm saying, people, sometimes in life, you know, just because a man has a different perspective, it doesn't mean that that man dislikes you. If a woman's got a different perspective, it doesn't mean that that woman dislikes you. When I speak about gender wars, I'm speaking about those degenerate ideologies on social media. I understand the importance of a woman. I understand the importance a woman plays in a man's life. As a mother, as a sister, as a cousin, as a friend, as a wife. Like, you know what I mean? Let's just not be silly, but you know what I'm saying, Normal. Let's not take over the stream with this.
Let's encapsulate this element of the build by saying we have to come away from the personalization of everything. Everything is not personal to you as an individual, as Mark says, or said even, pardon self. Having a conversation, having a discourse is very different to having full-blown arguments. How the full-blown arguments take place is because you are caught up in ego and self, and you taking things personally rather than divorcing yourself from the energy in motion, the emotion, and saying, look, this is what I think. Let's argue that point. It's like the art of dialogue. The art of dialogue it's been destroyed. To calmly sit down and have a discussion, a discourse, maybe even a structured debate, if you want to use those terminologies, but no one wants to do that anymore. It's all of the pain, all of the experiences, all of the trauma, I'm going to let go all at one go. This is the opportunity. This is my opportunity right now. I've had a crap day. I didn't get none last night. I tried to call so-and-so. She wasn't saying nothing. I'm pissed. I'm having a conversation. I'm just gonna flip. Yeah, let's do. I'm frustrated. I can't vent anywhere else, so I'll use any single opportunity to vent. This is a cry for help. When you're talking to someone and all they want to do is we're not in a choir, so if we was to sing together, that would be all gravy. But we can't talk together, innit? You've got to talk, and then I've got to talk, and then trustfully, by us having that level of respect for each other and for ourselves, we can have a normal conversation. It's so simple, but because the minority are put up there and people are so used to being Mark, I need to be part of the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear tight jeans, I'm gonna do the mohawk, fade the sides, whatever the hell people are doing these days. That's what I need to do, because I need to fit in. If I don't fit in, I don't feel right. Now, when I was coming up, we did everything, Mark, everything to be different. I was taught personally, to my detriment at times. So if anything, if it was of the norm, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. You're going left, I'm going right. I'm not doing anything. If society is telling me to do it, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna be the quote unquote black sheep. That was the mentality of the majority of the people who I grew up and hung around at the time. There was unfortunately a majority, because I can't say I'm the majority, I'm the minority, who were more than happy. Whatever trend came out, they were on it. Even though we bust that style 6-7 months ago, a year ago, and then all of a sudden, my man's got afros and ting and wearing cane rolls. Like, hold on, we did that like 2 years ago. We've graduated out there. Yeah, I mean, catch up, create your own wave, be you. Just be happy being you. You don't need to be anybody else. Love you. That's it. And when you start loving yourself, you don't need to worry about going Primani. You don't need to worry about going to Selfridges and having a little yellow Selfridges bag to say, yo, I got this. Because you're validated by yourself. You know yourself. You know what you're worth. You know that you've been successful for 6 months. So yeah, man, I will go to Selfridges and treat myself with that little bag, or them shoes, or that belt, or that coat. Yeah, man, ain't no wrong with that there. But we're following the Jetsons. We're following everything that we shouldn't be following, rather than following what do I want to do? Do I want to just flick on the thing and be like everybody else? Yeah, unfortunately, because that's how they've been socially programmed. But you don't need to do that. Love yourself, people. Love yourself.
Exactly, man. And like you said, man, the art of dialogue is something that has been lost within a lot of us, because like I'm saying, watching that Piers Morgan conversation, they both had good points, but based on, you know, the personalization of a conversation, somebody will completely go off. So for conversation's sake, let's say that a thief who has been punished for being a thief. So you're a thief, you've been punished for being a thief. Now, anytime someone's accused of being a thief, you can't separate your situation. You see what I mean? For whatever reason, let's say you was accused and you didn't do it. Now, every time you hear someone being accused of being a thief, you can't separate yourself. Like, yo, I'm not forget about me. Let me look at that situation for what it is. That's what's missing. What's happening now is there's too much like individuals that hold things personal to themselves. And this is not just individuals, we see it on a government level as well. People have a stubbornness to what they believe.
Agendas,
agendas, people make up narratives. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And that's the time we're living in now. We're living in that time where anything can be twisted, or like I said, you can literally voice record yourself saying, make me a picture of a pony in the sun, and within probably 30 seconds, a detailed, cinematic, advanced image of that will be in front of you. So if that can be done, what else can be done, man? That's free. That's free, available to every Tom, Dick and Harry. So if that can be done, what else is possible? So all I'm saying is, you know, in today's world, part of what your character is what you believe. You see what I mean? Part of what your character is what you believe. Simple. You go to a bar. If you go into a bar, 3 people go into a bar, you're gonna have a non-drinker, a drinker, a smoker, a non-smoker, because it's your journey. You might believe, yo, if I smoke, I'm gonna have a shorter life. You might believe if I drink, this is gonna happen. You might believe I need those things to get away from the reality of the world. There's no right or wrong answer. But what's happening is a man who don't smoke will be like, nah, he who smokes over there, nah, you shouldn't smoke. No, you shouldn't do that. No, you shouldn't do that. Now, when it comes to you picking a partner, maybe that can make more sense then. Like, yo, I don't really like the smell of smoke or rare. But someone who's nothing to do with you, you know, if that's what they choose to do, let them do what they choose to do. There's nothing wrong with that, because we ain't gonna be here forever. So that's what I'm kind of tired of seeing on these, in all these debates and all these think pieces and all these people that are we've lost the art of dialogue. We can't lay out 2 sides of a conversation, present points, because when I have a conversation, I'm very old school. I like to lead with facts. So I like to lead with, okay, what are the facts? I only like to speak with facts. So if I'm speaking with facts and that's still not getting the message across, I don't want to have the conversation anymore. And I'm just saying, in today's world, we've lost that. There's just too much people that are standing on what they believe, even when there's facts presented. Even if you come here, okay, here's the facts 1, fact 2, fact, people will ignore all of that and say, well, this is what I believe. And that's where things are being lost. You get me? And it's sad, because people are now able to play dumb, play stupid in certain conversations, and you're seeing it now on a mainstream level. You're seeing it all over the internet.